What's up, everybody? In season 2 of Ghost, Tariq was given the task by Councilman Tate to get hard evidence on Congressman Rick Sweeney because Tate wants the power and the congressional seat was his means of getting into the power. And Tariq has no love lost with Congressman Rick Sweeney because he has ran into the congressman twice at the Westons. The first time he met Congressman Rick Sweeney, Sweeney showed, I'll say, prejudice toward Tariq and his family, basically, and they did not have a positive encounter, just to keep it short. The second incident they had was on the Weston camping trip where Sweeney actually fired a shot at Tariq. Now, I don't know if it was intentional or a shot just meant to be towards him and scare him. I'm not sure what Sweeney's intent was with that shot, but he did fire a shot in Tariq's direction. So there is no love lost between Congressman Rick Sweeney and Tariq. So moving forward, Tariq gets a picture book from Braden from the Weston family house and finds a picture with Congressman Sweeney in blackface from his college days. However, Braden did not want the photo to be released because his dad was in the picture, so he snatched the picture back from Tariq and took the book back home with him. So some time passed and Tariq never got Tate the picture. However, Tate gets called to court and he begins to put the clamps on Tariq, saying if he don't get the picture by the time Tate has to go and testify, that he will ruin Tariq in court, out of court, in every area of Tariq's life. So at this point, Tariq has no choice but to get the photo. But he could not turn to Braden to actually get the photo. So who did he turn to is the question. And the answer is Becca, Braden's little sister. She was at both encounters with Sweeney and Tariq, both the family dinner and the hunting trip. And she basically was on Tariq's side in both these situations. In the season 2 timeline, Becca was a senior in high school, and we already know that she is a drug abuser because in season 1 we saw her at family weekend where she was doing coke with her older brother Trace Weston, the same coke that they got from Effie. In season 2 we saw her again at the Jabari Reynolds memorial dinner where she was kind of drunk on wine, and we definitely know she was on some kind of pills or something because she basically said she could overdose on stage and they would still let her into Stansfield because of the money that her parents give the university. So Tariq could have easily persuaded Becca to get the photo for him by giving her some coke or some pills, though I don't think she actually would need much persuading to get the photo for Tariq if he asked her, because I feel like she admires Tariq, as well as the fact that she was on Tariq's side both times when they had the encounters with Congressman Sweeney. And I believe Tariq will keep Becca in his pocket moving forward with the Weston family as basically his inside person who may end up being more loyal and trustworthy to him than Braden actually is. Even though we saw Braden holding it down in court in the season 2 finale to get Tariq off of the murder charges, we definitely have seen him be disloyal to Tariq also, and Braden is definitely way too sensitive. And though Becca is a drug user, she definitely appears to be the brightest of the 3 Weston siblings. In season 3, Becca will most likely be at Stansfield and may also have appearances at the Weston family hedge fund. So in season 3, we may see Becca get into the game with her brother Braden and Tariq, Or we could possibly see her fall further down the drug abuse slope like her oldest brother Trace. Moving on to part 2 of this video, which is the Tejada family downfall, which is already in motion in many ways, starting with Lorenzo Tejada. Lorenzo is in danger of Monet finding out that he is actually Zeke's killer, either though by accident, and Monet will ask Lorenzo to find out who Zeke's killer is and bring them to her. Lorenzo, I believe, will find a scapegoat to bring to Monet, similar to how we saw Andre Coleman bring a scapegoat to Tommy Egan for Julio's killer in Power. And once Monet finds out that Lorenzo is the actual shooter of Zeke, she will definitely be wanting to go after Lorenzo, and we most likely could see Lorenzo taken down by Monet herself. In season 3, Lorenzo could also be in danger from Kino and Carlito's people. I'm not sure what their gang is called, but if there's any remaining members of that gang left, they could definitely be coming for him and Drew and the Tejada family in season 3, as well as any possible remaining members of the GTG gang. But as far as Lorenzo goes, I'm almost certain that he will be killed at one point or another in this season, because there is a clip in the trailer that flashes Kane wearing Lorenzo's Jesus piece, the same Jesus piece that Kane got for him when he got out of jail and that Lorenzo wore everywhere. There is a clip in the trailer where Kane is wearing the same Jesus piece, so that would almost guarantee mean that he got this piece and is wearing it in remembrance of his dad, Lorenzo Tejada. I'll try to put this picture on the screen. As for Monet, I believe her biggest threat in season 3 will be getting locked up, in danger of the cops. She could definitely be a suspect for both the Carrie Reynolds and the Becca murder investigation. Josh Whitman already has her on the radar for Carrie Milgram after Zeke coming in asking questions about that, about if they still thought it was a suicide. And once they start investigating Mecca's murder, they will definitely see that that is who Becca, or Dante Spears, whoever you want to call him, has been hanging out with the most leading up to his death. So she could definitely at least be brought in to be questioned to see if Becca had, or Dante Spears, whatever they want to call him, had any enemies or anybody she knew that wanted to harm Dante. As well as if she kills Lorenzo, she could possibly just do that in anger without a plan if she finds out that he is the one who killed Zeke, and she might get locked up for that as well. And then I have a possible scenario with Monet, because I'm kind of been looking at Monet and Tariq's relationship. In some ways, not completely, but in some ways I compare this relationship to Ghost and Kanan's relationship. Basically, this is Kanan was the person who Ghost came up under, but he couldn't get out from up under Kanan, so he loved Kanan too much to kill him, so he ended up setting Kanan up to go to prison for 10, 15 years. I think it was supposed to be 15 years, but he got out after 10 or 9 after something like that. However many years Kanan was supposed to do in jail, I think he got out after 9 or 10 years. But Ghost set him up to go to jail because he loved him too much to kill him. He loved him like a brother, but had to get Kanan out of the way, so he had him set up to go to jail. And this is definitely the type of move we could possibly see Tariq pull to get out from under Monet. I feel like he loves Monet, not like a brother like Ghost does Kanan, but more like a mother. She's like a mother type figure to Tariq and has taught him a lot in the game. So I feel like he probably loves Monet too much to actually kill her. So we could possibly see Tariq setting Monet up to go to jail. Could he have saved a possible copy of the mecha footage to use to set up Monet to go to jail, or even blackmail Monet at some point? And if Tariq gets Monet out of the way by sending her to jail, then he would be in the clear to kill Kane, because they might be at some kind of peace right now, but Kane will definitely be in danger once Tariq finds out Kane's involvement in Lauren's murder. Kane could possibly also be in danger of any remaining GTG gang members, and he's definitely gonna be in danger of going to jail because Jenny Sullivan is now watching him, and she definitely thinks he is involved in the Detective Ramirez and Jabari Reynolds murder. When Tariq beat his murder case, they gave him jeopardy, I think. So that means they cannot bring him back on the same charges. So even if Kane is the primary suspect now in the Jabari Reynolds and Detective Ramirez murders, I don't believe they could actually charge Tariq with these murders again. And that gets me to Drew Tejada. I believe in some type of way Drew is definitely going to be in danger in season 3. We only see him in 3 clips in the trailer. 2 of the clips he was with a gun looking like he was in danger. The other one was he was being grabbed by Kane. We also saw him in 1 clip on the teaser where he was walking down the street really fast looking like a mess. Drew could also possibly, like his dad in season 3, be in danger from Kino and Kalito's people if there is any left. And like Monet and Kane, Drew could definitely be getting locked up in season 3. He could be going down for Little Guap's murder because Little Guap's body was just left in the hallway of the hotel. And if investigators begin to look into this, because he didn't shoot him and get away clean, they actually had to fight. So there could most definitely be some blood or DNA left behind from this fight that would connect Drew to this body. So a lot of Tejada family is going to be in danger in season 3. That gets me to Diana. And I believe Diana could be the last remaining Tejada family member at the end of this season. And there you have it. Tariq's secret accomplice and the Tejada family downfall foreshadowed. Leave your thoughts in the comments.